Yo, welcome back. You listen to the Future Sports Talk Radio. We are Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. It's your boy King Hulie on the mic, and you know the vibes. You know who I'm with. As always, my A1 from day one. This guy right here. Hollowpoint's definitely in the building. What's up, my boy?
What's going on, man? How's everybody tonight?
Oh man, everybody over on this side is doing very well. What's going on over there in Hollow World, man?
Oh, we chilling, man. We chilling. Just getting ready for the holiday season. You know, just trying to get all our ducks in a row. Trying to plan our next year stuff.
Right on.
Grown up stuff. Rather be taking a nap.
Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. Oh yeah, for sure. Anything like what's lined up like for the? I know Hollow World does some crazy stuff during Christmas time, man. What's especially during the holidays?
This time
what can you preview? What can you preview?
Well, we got this. Well, this for Thanksgiving, I'm going to the crib.
Okay.
Going to the crib. So thanks for Thanksgiving. So, but in terms of December, we got two options. So we're gonna do a lot of Christmas time. We kind of do a lot of local stuff, like go down to DC and check out some like shows and stuff. And then we got a lot of holiday parties to go to, and things like that. So we normally keep it local for the holiday season, but we're getting ready for next year, spring break. Then summer rolls around, and then we got a lot of things lined up and upcoming that we got to prepare for. So it's coming.
So. Okay, right on. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. How about you, man?
Oh, this stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, this year has gone by so fast. There's so much stuff that's happened this year. I think we're finally trying to like catch up. We're catching up to the fact that it's November. You know what I mean?
It was just January.
Ever since, like I said, Cat Williams sat on that couch, man, the world hasn't been the same, and it just sped by. It just sped by this year.
True story.
Friday night's lights is over. Football ended for us too. So I've been racking my brain with trying to figure out what to do next. You know what I'm saying? What to do now.
Right.
Jonathan's about to jump into soccer, so that's gonna keep us busy for a little bit. But then but I'm so ready to get back out there and start coaching again, man. So once the season, once the holidays are over, we're getting back into training camp. We're gonna get ready and push La Mirada. I think it should be 10U next year. 10U's football team we'll be coaching. So
you got the bug.
Get them boys ready. Yeah, I'm already missing it, man. We had the banquet last week, and man. Yeah. Oh man, it was so sad. But it was so good to see everybody. It was awesome to see everybody my players excited about seeing me again. So, but they're already talking about next year. We're ready to get this thing rolling, bro.
That's cool.
I'm excited, man. But we'd like to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Like I said, I'm King Hulie. I'm here with my homie Hollowpoint, my A1 from day one. We're gonna talk about a few things. We had a lot, and then there's been a lot of things going on in sports this week. Issue with Daniel Jones. Then you got LeBron playing out of his mind. You got college football. You got some key games in college football this weekend. Key games in NFL this weekend. So we're gonna try to discuss all of that stuff. Feel free to make sure you if you're joining us right now, if you're watching, make sure you drop a like on the live as always, and feel free to chat with us in the comments below. So. But right now, this is the point of the show where I kick it over to Hollowpoint, and he lets you know where to find us on the socials. So Hollowpoint, do you think?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for that, and thanks everybody for once again joining us for another episodic episode of the Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. First and foremost, we want to thank the Elite Sports Entertainment Network for being a good partner with us. Those boys are great over there. We always chopping it up, always jumping on different sports. So check them out when you can. You might see our pretty faces pop up on one of their shows. So you never know what will happen and when you'll see us. out. As far as the mentions, where do you find us? Well, it's pretty easy. In any place that there's social contact, you'll find us. So you'll find us on the Truth Be Told Sports podcast page on Facebook. We have a group, Truth Be Told Sports. We have where you'll catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Twitter, aka X, formerly known as Twitter. And you also catch us on TikTok as well as Instagram. That's all Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. And you hit us up anytime. We normally answer within 24. Let us know how great we are. Let us know how bad we are. Just let us know something. Stop by and say what's up. Either way, we appreciate everybody, and that's how you get in touch with us. So if you have any questions or comments or show ideas, feel free to drop them in. Back to you, Hulie.
All right, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate you doing that as always. Before we had a website, but we, you know what I'm saying, we working on that. and that's gonna come back. I promise you, that's my one of my New Year's resolutions to get that squared away, because once that website's up, there's a spot where you can go and you can cop merch. Like this, yes. Like cats like this. We have hoodies, we have a bunch of stuff. For you guys to go out.
They had sweatpants coming out before we went down.
We had the whole set coming out. You know what I'm saying? So like we had a lot of things like in that, but once that website,
we're gonna start the old guy tracksuit movement. We got to bring it back.
I'm telling you, and I believe, man, I'm pretty sure we could put our logo on some shoes too at some point.
Oh, we do that for don't do me like that. Let me call Jordan right now. Let me call Michael. Let me see. Jordan brand Truth Be Told Sports.
That would be dope. But we don't know. We'll see. Who knows? You know what I mean? So just keep, stay rocking with us, and we appreciate it. Just stay locked in, and we'll get that information out to you as soon as possible. But you ready to get into the show?
Let's do it, man.
All right. This week there has been a lot of drama coming out of the New York Giants camp. It ultimately ended up culminating in the Giants releasing Daniel Jones, the former backup point guard for the YMCA league. I think it was in Queens. Yeah, I think that it was in Queens that he was the backup point guard for. So that's obviously that's going to leave a gaping hole in there, and in their program. But let's talk about what's this mean for the Giants.
Well, honestly, it means that. Well, it obviously means they're at a rebuild stage if they already weren't there in the first place. They're basically cutting their losses. They decided that Daniel Jones, after paying him all the money they paid him, instead of paying Saquon, they decided that they need to move on from Daniel Jones. And as far as I know, it was a mutual agreement. Only reason it was a mutual agreement is because he was a practice. They put him at safety in one of the practices.
Well, I mean, it went downhill fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it got bad real quick.
Starter, the next day he's benched, right? Okay, he's benched. Yeah. Like, all right. But then I
saw on the scout team safety.
Yeah, but then he was moved to they seen him. Someone saw him playing scout team safety. Which is crazy. So obviously that situation in New York is soured, and people realizing hey, we did draft a point guard. That show Truth Be Told Sports Podcast was telling us the truth this whole time.
If you'd have just listened, we would have saved you. What?
I'm telling you, would have listened a while ago. You say we would have saved you.
4-year, $160 million that they just gotta.
Man, and then meanwhile, they let Saquon Barkley go, and he's jumping over people backwards. So much so that he does this one time in the new Madden update. They added that move in there just for him, which is crazy.
Yeah, they did, man. And what does it say about that organization? What a laughingstock the Giants are right now,
bro.
And what you think about what you have to think about it, because when you're talking about the elite organizations, you talk about the Steelers, you're talking about the Niners, and whether people want to believe it or not, the Giants should be right in that conversation. They have won 4 championships,
They should
so they should be talking, I'm sure it hadn't been since 2011 since they won the last one, but still they have 4 of them things, which is puts them in the upper echelon of teams who have won.
Some of them,
So you would think that
some teams don't have any. You know, some teams,
some don't have any, right? Yeah. And so like you would think that the moves and the culture is important, and you should make certain moves to bolster and augment the team that you have. You know what I mean? And focus your good player. They don't do that. Whoever evaluated and thought that Daniel Jones was a good quarterback, I don't know. Man, that wasn't good from the jump.
I don't know whose idea that was. I couldn't tell you where it came from. I don't know. I don't even remember like him playing well towards the end of that season for Duke for them to even like put him on the radar. Like I told you before, like I tell the story all the time. Like I was watching Endgame, and then that notification came across, and I was like, "Who from Duke?" Like there were. Wow. I'm pretty sure I can bring up the list of quarterbacks, and there are several other quarterbacks that were worth being drafted before that.
And, true story.
And I just don't get I just don't get the logic. And then as a fan, it sucks because the issue hasn't been. I wouldn't say at that point in time, like, because we knew Eli was like on his way out, but finding a quarterback was important. We could have found another one, but we had issues with the offensive line, and that's always been an issue with the Giants since 2015, 2016 has been the offensive line. If we addressed those problems, we would have it. If we had addressed those problems a long time ago, we could have kept Saquon. We would have kept Saquon, my opinion.
Yeah.
And we could have stumbled upon a quarterback. We're like, man, geez, dude, just continue to stick with this guy, forcing him down our throats, like, was terrible. And I think the Giants, they have a lot of thinking, they have a lot of soul searching to do.
And I think I agree with you because it's like, as an organization, you make some mistakes, but the quarterback position is the one position that you can't get wrong.
Absolutely.
Because if you get that wrong, you set your franchise back anywhere from 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, even if they do find a good quarterback, we'll say we've been talking about Shedeur Sanders being available for them when it comes down draft time. He's not going to be ready right out the gate. I don't think, my opinion. And so that means that they're going to need time to develop him and groom him and get him ready for the NFL game, because it's a lot faster than the college game.
Right. And who's going to do that for in the locker room next season? So let's say the Giants do decide to draft Shedeur. Who's going to be in that locker room as a quarterback, as a mentor for him?
Right.
We've already said, we talked a little bit off camera. It was like, a lot of, the parts about Shedeur that scare us, in the pros is his attitude. And, and who's going to be able to, there has to be somebody that's going to put that to check him when he goes.
He's already a millionaire coming in, so he's not worried about the contract. I mean, he wants the money, but he's already a millionaire. So he's already going to come in with that level of entitlement because because of his last name, and 2, because he's already making money in college. It's not long money, but it is money indeed. So it's just like you can't really tell him nothing. He already got ice on his wrist. He'll show it to you. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're kind of getting off the point there. But as far as the Giants organization, I think they should, if they were going to do what they're doing now, they should have did this 2 years ago.
Yeah, a while back.
You know what I mean? Way back, because now they're already starting the fire train is starting, kind of like in with the Jets. It's kind of like, okay, now we're going to start the GM, the head coach, all of them got to go. Yep. You know what I mean? Because 2 years ago, the Giants coach was a genius. He was an offensive genius.
He was.
Guru.
He was a tough guy. And I bought into the system. I bought into his philosophy. Let's get back to being hard-nosed football, hard-nosed Giants, New York Giants football, and he brought in, and I felt like he brought that culture, but then personnel, man. Personnel.
You got.
And I think I still believe in Brian Daboll, bro. So I haven't seen any spots where he couldn't coach, or where moments where he made a mistake as a coach. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like the personnel that he has, he can't do much with the people he has. You know what I'm saying? It's what he wants to do with the team. I think he's just it's a part of that.
I hear you.
Yeah, but if he got to go and make room for Coach Prime, gotta go. Get out of here too.
One could hope.
only one can hope. I don't know, man. I think I might be in the market for a new team. This is tough. This is tough. I'm trying to stay, I'm trying to hold on. I really am with the Giants. But it's been like this since 2016, man. Almost 8 years, almost damn near 10 years. It's been like this. And we're tired of seeing it. We deserve more. Okay.
That's right.
We deserve better.
That's right.
All right. Hey, Jameis Winston and the Browns laid the Browns past the Steelers last night, and what could be I don't know. I thought I didn't pick I thought the Steelers was going to win this game, but Jameis Winston, man, and does his thing.
Nick Chubb
too. I got to give it up to Nick Chubb. But Jameis
Chubb,
Winston,
they ran the ball. They played a total game. I mean, you knew there were going to be turnovers because the wacky weather and stuff,
right?
And plus Jameis, but it was like I think defensively the Browns played a really great game. They were relentless. They were back in that backfield every chance they got. Myles Garrett played his ass off. He was a monster back there. He was in the huddle. It seems like he was calling the plays. So he was back there so much. And then their defensive backfield is tough. They're making plays on the ball. They're making a play. They're tackling, and they're not missing. Even with the weather in front of them, they made some key fourth down stops. Why Pittsburgh kept going for them fourth down, I will never know. But whatever. It was. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a really good game. It was a really good game, and I was surprised that it was such a good game for two reasons. One, the Steelers have not before the last quarter or last quarter and a half. The Steelers hadn't found the end zone in like 2 games. Yeah. So you didn't think they were going to get in the end zone, whatever. Once the, Cleveland scored that other touchdown, I was like, oh, that's a wrap. I didn't think the Steelers were going to even come back for that. And then they got that first touchdown, and then defense made a play and got the ball, and they got the other one. So I was like, okay. But Cleveland never gave up, man. So Jameis, man, Jameis, what a guy, man. What a guy.
That dude is crazy, man. Do you think is he trolling, or is he just the most unintentionally funny person ever?
I want to say it's intentionally funny, man. I want to believe it's genuine stuff that we're watching. Like I want to. His pregame interviews are the stuff of champions.
Legend.
It's the stuff of champions. I'm telling you, legendary stuff, man. When he looked into the air when he saw the snow fell, I swear it was a Disney song about to come out. The snow, man. It was like he looked up with so much happiness, man. I felt
so much glee, bro.
Like, is this a musical about to happen? I'm like, oh my God. He was so happy.
He was completely.
And like you can tell he's now so thankful just to make it to the day and be a quarterback in the NFL. I think now he's humbled enough, and I don't think he's ever been too out, off the hook. But I think he's so humble now, and he's such a good teammate. That when he starts talking, sometimes he just starts. You can tell he's going off the cuff because he don't make sense sometimes. But he mean what he said.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I really think it's him though. Like I think it's legit 100% him. And reason why I really think that is because when he was talking about the snow in general and how he had the conversation with his kids and how they was playing, they could eat the snow and I'm like, yeah, he believes that stuff. That's some good stuff.
What's up, Soup Chat?
My boy Soup.
He said he's a character. It's really him. No trolling. Yep. I agree with you, man. Yeah. I 100% agree with you, man. I think kind of like a lot of what you're saying is him being happy that he's still in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even before then, right? You know what I'm saying? He has some gems for us. You feel me? He's always had some gems for us.
I put that quote up right there. The one Soup just put up. I'm telling you, when he said that, I was like, "Yep, the horse is ready for battle. The victory comes from the Lord." I was like, "Oh, he's spitting. Oh, he's spitting."
We got to do what I want. We got to do, man. Hey, in the comments below right now, put your top Jameis Winston moment.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? If you're watching right now in the chats right now, put your top Jameis Winston moment. Mine would be, it would be. I guess it would have to be a tie, man. I would have to say, the tie between with the hood workout.
The hood workouts is it. That's it. That's the number one. I don't give a damn what nobody else say. Him in the yard. His yard's about
whoever's yard that was, whatever. Like he was in the PJs. Like he was in the PJs and guys with milk crates and I don't know, water, you know, big ass water bags. I don't know what he was doing, bro. That one. Man, and then of course, like the legendary one, I had 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. If I had enough 30 picks, I was balling.
I was balling. You take the 30 picks out, I was balling.
Like, dude, James, anytime, bro. Anytime you want to come on the show, more than welcome. We love you here. Sue says the hood workout is number one. No.
See, he knows.
That hood workout was legend. I don't know what it was.
What did that help him improve? I don't understand.
I have no clue. I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he just went back to the hood and he was like, James, can you show us some things? Yeah, what you got? You can use football. You know, so you can bring football to anything. Like, you're not Jackie Chan and this isn't Kung Fu. You know what I'm saying? Kung Fu is everywhere. It's literally everywhere. It really is. But football isn't. You know what I'm saying? It's in some places. Yeah. It's not everywhere. And it's definitely, I don't know what he was thinking, bro, but that was funny.
I mean, for real, bro. For real. He's a legendary character in NFL. And I think the Browns, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm trying not to be a prisoner of the moment, because Cleveland has a really good defense, and I think that organization kind of screwed the pooch with Deshaun Watson experiment, you know, because it kind of handcuffs him because he has to play because they owe him like $70 million for the next 2 years. Yeah. But I think they need to keep Jameis around, man. I think they do.
He's good for the locker room. I'll take him in New York, man. You know,
I mean, if he has an opportunity to start, I would love to see it because I think he's always been a good enough leader to be ahead of a team, but I think his production i.e. too many turnovers was his problem. You know what I mean? Like he seems to be a lot better now than he was because he was just slinging that thing, and whoever caught it. He didn't care. He went it down. He wanted it to go down the field. So, but I think now he's a little more reserved and he uses his team a lot more. Yeah. And you know, last night was kind of an outlier, I think, because of the conditions. Because I hadn't seen him. I seen him be a lot more careful with the ball than he used to be. So
for sure.
I hope he does. I hope the Browns organization listen. Right. Whoever catches it, they 500
points.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Certain attention to key games this weekend. I've looked at the schedule. I didn't see too many, man. I saw one, and I saw one that I'm pretty sure that you're going to pick. Go ahead and give it to me.
It'll be the Ravens and the Chargers.
That's why we're best friends. I knew it.
Yeah, definitely, man. And honestly, I think it's got to be a bounce back game for the Ravens. I think against the Steelers, they didn't show up. I mean, when you needed them to show up, and they lost to a team that didn't score a touchdown. So that was kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. Division game, they didn't play as tough. They got out toughed. So they got to go. And the odd thing is, I don't want them to make it all about they're going to make a big deal about the brothers coaching and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, Jim Harbaugh plays a physical style of ball. He coaches a physical style of ball, same kind that they just played this past weekend. So it ain't gonna be no cakewalk for sure. It's gonna be another physical two chin strap type of game where if you don't show up ready, you gonna get your block knocked off. So
for sure.
The reason why I say it's a key game is simple, because both of these guys are playoff contenders, and it'll be a ranking game. So when it comes to seeding and head-to-heads matter, records matter, of course. But like, hey, why are you the 5th seed versus the 7th seed? Whether you get possibility of a home game versus, hey, I'll be on the road for all of this. So it's very important to them, especially since Pittsburgh lost, so they have a chance to gain a game back in the standings, which will put them right in the driver's seat, because they still have to play Pittsburgh one more time. So that's why I think it's a key. I think, and for Chargers as well. If you look at the Chargers side, I know people think that I like the Ravens, so I'm only going to talk about them. But from the Chargers' perspective, the Chiefs just lost, so it'll be an opportunity for them to again get a little closer. Not saying that they're going to overtake them, because nobody has in forever, but I think the Chargers got a good team now, and I think they have a great coach, and this is a prime opportunity to show off what they can do. They're at home, and conditions are going to be great. Why not?
Yeah, I just put Soup's picks up for this key games. The Rams and he said the Rams and the Eagles and the 49ers and the Packers. Season effect lower for both NFC West teams with the loss.
True story.
True story. Which one of mine was the 49ers and the Packers for that same very reason. Because if you look in that clusterfuck that is the NFC West, you have the Cardinals. I mean, like, you have the Cardinals is one game in the lead, but then you have everybody else. Like, you have the Rams right there, you have the Seahawks right there, and then you have the 49ers right there. They're all congested right there. They can strike at any moment. This is going to be a key game for both, in my point, for both teams, because the Packers, who are with a surprising record, are just trying to keep pace with the Lions, who look like they're taking that thing away.
They do, man. They look very, very good, and they're beating people up. They're not just beating them; they're beating people up. Jacksonville, they tried to beat them out of the league. They beat them so bad they wasn't even. They were trying to eliminate them. That's what they looked like. It looked like an execution. Honestly, that game when they put 50, he didn't take the starters out till like 3 minutes to go in the game. So he was like, no mercy. So I applaud him, man, because you got to strike while the iron's hot, man. And so,
for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, if you got a good thing going, tell everybody about it and show them. So
exactly,
I'm with it.
All right. What team has a must win this week? We kind of talked about a little bit before. You mentioned the Ravens. Do you still think is the Ravens, or who do you think?
Well, I won't say. I'll kind of tail it back again. I think the must win is definitely the Niners have to win. The Niners have to win, because if they don't win, they're and granted they have been injury stricken this whole season, so they lost their top wide receiver. They just got back their top running back from being injured all season. Their reports saying that Purdy's going to be out maybe. So it's just so many things going against him right now, and they're coming to play the Packers. The only thing good about that's good up for them is they are normally great against the Packers in Lambeau. Yeah. So, and then, and with Jordan Love there, it's just, you don't know what's going to happen. And that's I think with Jordan Love, he's either feast or famine sometimes. He's going to throw you those majestic 50-yard passes to Christian Watson, and then he's going to throw you 2 interceptions and a fumble. So it's like you're going to get all the feelings of the roller coaster ride that Jordan Love brings you. I think if Purdy is available and on the field, I think they have a good chance. But if he's not, and they got to put that, I think they said something about Brandon Allen or something. I don't even. know who's backing him up now. But if it's anybody but Purdy, I'm worried, and I think I think this will do or die for them.
Gotcha. My key must win. I'm sorry, not the key game, but the must win will be the Rams.
Really?
Rams that had the Eagles coming in. What could do? I mean, this team looks. They've been up and down all year, and what has helped this team a lot has been confidence. I think with the Eagles coming in here, putting together a good win, making some sense of whatever's down there in the NFC West. You have to win here in this case, and in this win over the Eagles in this particular situation for the Rams could do a lot, can catapult them into like something bigger than what's going on right now. So like it can effectively motivate them and push them into because they're a better team than what they look like than what they've been playing like. Also,
I agree.
Just in my opinion, they get a lot of people back. Yeah, Nakua back. They got a couple other people left. Set back. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very helpful for them to win this game against the Eagles. As far as like with having their confidence and whatnot.
I agree. And it's another one of those matchups. I think it's similar to the Chargers and Ravens. It's one of those matchups where they're both playoff contenders and they're going to be vying for those spots, man. So it's one of those wins where you got to be must graded. But got to be a must win. You got to put your hard hat on and go to work. So appreciate it, Sue, for the injury reports.
Yeah. Well, it looks good. Like what I'm saying.
You got Devontae Smith is out.
Devontae Smith is out, so this is
big for the Eagles.
The Rams' chance to go out there and do something. You know what I mean? So, got to put that out there. All right, college football, the rankings. A lot of love for the Big Ten, man. It's 14. Four out of the top 5 teams or Big Ten teams. Yeah,
I don't know if Soup is with us on this, but man, it's certain teams I see. I don't want my family to be mad at me, but Penn State. Every time I see Penn State in there, I'm just like, you motherfucker. Not how, but like you motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like it's like they hiding underneath the good teams because they only got that one loss. But then the rest of their schedule is like some cupcakes, and you can't say they don't belong because they've only lost once, and they're in the Big Ten. But their schedule is some cupcakes, and it's like, when every time they play a big team, they lose. They're not made for prime time in the big lights anymore.
Not ready for that moment.
And then like a team like Indiana, I'm gonna reserve saying anything about Indiana's, ranked 100 strength of schedule until after they play tomorrow. They play Ohio State at noon, and you'll see everything you're supposed to see. Everybody has Ohio State beating them by like 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
So I would say if Hollowpoint rules the world, Ohio State, I like Oregon. I don't love Oregon. I like Ohio State. I don't love Ohio State. But like, strength of schedule got to mean something, man. And I said the same thing last year. And even when we were talking about Georgia last year, their schedule was on some cupcake stuff. This year there's been really tough.
Hold on a second. We have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow! I just confirmed this from the desk, from the ESEN desk.
Yes.
This is true. As the quote came out from Soup, who is an avid Michigan fan, and it says it's
my God.
But Ohio State should be number 1. This is breaking news. I cannot believe this is going on.
Oh my! Stop the presses. Who is
I'm gonna have to check Twitter.
Did you get hacked too? I got somebody text him. Did he make it?
Are you okay? Blink twice if you're okay.
Is this really you?
I don't believe it's Soup. I can't believe it's Soup. This is crazy. But if this is
quick, Soup, what's your favorite color?
If it is amazing blue, then I don't.
Right, I can't. If it's red, I'm calling the cops.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it one bit. I don't believe it one bit. But to his point, I don't know, man. Oregon, I don't know. He also said Oregon.
I like Oregon. Oregon beat Ohio State, so you can't say Ohio State be number 1. That's just they played. Oregon won. Yeah, they only won by 2 or 3 or whatever they won. But
he has been hacked. He said,
he's been hacked.
He's been hacked.
No.
Hey, leave Susan Cat alone, okay? Whoever you are, because you're not
right.
real. You're not real, sir.
We don't believe you. You need more.
We don't believe you. You need more people. Exactly. Okay. I gotta see. I mean, Oregon looked really good this, from what I've seen this season, and it's gonna be very tough.
They have, man.
It's gonna be tough for them to. I mean, it's gonna be tough for any team to come out there and beat them, man. But
honestly, they've been talking the talk too and walking. So I'm just I'm interested in seeing how it's going to turn out because they've been on one, and I know. But
I haven't seen Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say what they look like.
I've seen them a couple weeks where you'd watch the first half of games, and honestly, I don't know how to say this because there's so many teams now in the Big Ten. There's like 18 teams or whatever. There are a lot of teams that suck.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm serious. Yeah. That's the only way I could put it. Is like, there are a lot. It's very watered down. Like Oregon. You remember all those teams that came over from the Pac-12? Yeah, they brought their suck with them. Yeah, none of those. Oregon was the only team that is seeing success from that move. The rest of them are just like punching bags, right? So it's like you can't. It's hard to judge the conference because because of the new guys that come over, but these schedules they have are so watered down. Hence the Penn States, hence the Indianas. They have their good records, but it's like, well, who did you play? The same thing with Penn State is the same thing that's going to happen in Indiana. The one time when they had a chance to prove themselves, when Penn State played Ohio State, they didn't. Right. They didn't even show up. They act like they couldn't play football. So it's hard for me to, as much as my family is Penn State blue, true and true.
Right.
It hurts me, but it's just they haven't earned it, And it's like a 2-loss SEC team that I know for a fact is really good, especially under the lights. Is not going to get the ranking because of that. The Penn State has a better record, but we're like, who did you beat?
Right.
You beat Iowa, you beat Purdue. Congratulations. You know what I mean? Wins the parade. So it's and it's just like, and I don't want to be, me. We just kind of the same way. I don't like to take the SEC as the best type banner, but like. The competition in the Big Ten just ain't there, in my opinion. I just don't believe it. You know what I mean? And then for the committee to put all of them ahead of the SEC teams is kind of crazy.
It's wild,
especially when you don't really have to, based on how it is. Just I need to see the criteria,
right?
And that would kind of make me feel better about it. But right now, it's just. The Big 12 or Big 10 is taking advantage of some cupcake teams in their conference, and it's showing up on the college playoff system.
Hey, Soup or whoever this is.
Yeah, we don't believe you, Soup.
Soup has a question. He's curious what our thoughts about Texas.
Paper champs. Sorry.
They had a spark when they started, but now they're just garbage.
That's it. Well, it's just like they're goons. They're the bullies until they run into a bigger bully.
Until you run into a bully, yeah.
Until
you run into a bigger bully.
Was a goon to a goblin kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, they never played. They don't when you play tough teams, you kind of will to the pressure. So they had the talent, but like once I seen Georgia go in there and smack them around, it's like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. I just don't see it. I think they knocked their confidence out. I think Ewers was they were talking about Quinn Ewers being a Heisman candidate, and he's on the college football cover and all that, and one hit from Georgia, he out of the game. That's his whole
career.
Yeah,
that's his whole career. One hit Ewers.
Yeah, and yes, to be honest with you, Soup, I think yes, it is because he's on the center. Yeah, I think he's not a confident quarterback. I like Manning because he got the swag, and if they let him loose, Texas will go far. I believe that. I think the only reason that I think Ewers is there because of the experience factor, and that's it. And once he goes next year, or I'm not sure if he is going or not, but I hope he does because Manning need to get that squad because if Ewers stay, Auburn needs you. Just come on, get in that portal. We'll scoop you right up, Manning. Just come on in. Bring Arch, bring Eli, bring Coop. Come on in.
Come on in.
All of you, come on in.
Anybody's better than that dude, man.
Everybody is better.
Everybody. Well, you're right. Everybody's better than that dude. And I don't even want to talk about his name. Hey, do you think can the Buffalo sneak into the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Colorado.
Absolutely. Not only will can they sneak in, they can kick the daggone door in. You know what I mean? I think they're good on both sides now. I think remember back in the day we used to talk about how their defense that you got to win it at the line of scrimmage and how if you don't have an offensive line or a defensive line, you're pretty much going to get your butt handed to you against the big teams. Well, now they have one of the best defensive lines, I think, personally, definitely in the conference, the Big 12. They get after you, especially when they're got a lead and they can just pin their ears back and go get you. They're coming. And they're very opportunistic on defense too, which is what I love. Everybody talks about the offense and how they got speedsters everywhere and they got good pass catchers. They still don't run the ball as good as I would like to see them, but overall, I definitely think they got a shot. I think their team makeup, I think they got good leadership. I think they got good veteran college players. And I think, of course, Travis Hunter is a man-child. So, yeah, I definitely think they can sneak into the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, you hit on a couple points. Dion did say when he came there that the biggest issue with them was the line, both sides of the ball, offensive and defensive line. He he made some improvements there. Saying through people say transfer portal, and a lot of people hate Dion because of that. But he made some upgrades there. But he started to do things in recruiting. So right now we're starting to see that it's going to improve in the future, bro. We're going to get that to the second. But as of right now, do I think they can sneak into that? Yeah, I think they can sneak in. I can definitely think they can sneak into the playoffs. And then once they get it there, I feel like they might do a little damage. You know what I'm saying? Because that first round, let's say first round, right? Let's say
if they win their division, if they win the conference, they'll get a bye.
Yeah. So they get the bye. Yeah. Even if they play first round, I think they can win the first round game. If they don't get a bye, if they don't win the conference, they don't get a bye. But they're doing really well this season. So I would, they're definitely somebody we can look forward to seeing in that playoff, and they will make it, and it'll definitely make the playoffs a lot more interesting.
Indeed, it'll be more must watch for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can say what you want about Colorado, but you're definitely not turning the channel. That's for sure.
In fact, they, like I said, they're looking forward to next year. They take 5-star quarterback and former USC commit Julian Lewis committed to Colorado. So they're thinking about plans after post Shador of getting.
Did you see that the one picture of Shador handing him the keys to the Colorado? The little picture of them together. It was,
no. That was probably the keys to like Lamborghini or something like that. For real,
it was something like real talk, like real something.
But yeah, it was sentimental. So it was very symbolic. Here you go.
Symbolic, yeah.
It's very symbolic, but
yeah. But in real terms, he definitely got a Lambo for sure. Like he got the drive.
Yeah. He definitely got the drive for sure. He got something for sure. It's cool to be able to say this stuff now and not worry about the team being investigated for improper dealings and recruiting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Now we can talk about it on the surface. It don't seem so bad. This is my opinion. Yeah. I know a lot of people still, I don't like this NIL deal. Fuck it. I don't care, man.
Nah, I love it.
I love it.
If you can maximize,
I want these guys to get paid.
If social media has taught us anything, it's like get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? Like if you can make money off of you being you, be you. Like don't get mad at him because he can maximize his potential. Like
for sure.
Salute, man. You get it where you can, because you're not going to be able to get it your entire life. So
right.
Get it while you can.
Get it while you can. Exactly. Another person that's been been subjected to ridicule over social media, but he's on social media, but he's been I think he's been subjected to this type of ridicule for like majority of his career. But it happens when you're great. And LeBron James has been playing out of his mind so far this season.
Yes, he has.
You, as a resident Lakers fan, and I won't start watching basketball really. I mean, I'm watching from afar, of course, because I'm about to watch a lot of because the tournament is about to start, the in-season tournament is about to start up. We're going to get a lot of good basketball.
It's ongoing right now, but yeah. They're playing.
They're doing the pool play or whatever, right? But LeBron has been killing it this season. What do you think?
Yeah, man. You know what I think it is, and it's very simple. His son gets to be there with his son, so he's kind of like coasting, man. He knows he's a made man, so everything else is easy. He has a coach that believes in him, and he believes in, and then he has good good players around him that make plays, and he ain't got to do all the work. Right. And it's such a relief to be a guy that can carry the load, but doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to, right?
And I think with AD playing, and in my opinion, and I'm not the only one who thinks this way, an MVP type of season, I think. I was getting to that, but I think with AD having that MVP type of season, I think it makes LeBron that much better because now he ain't got to be the man no more.
Right.
And I agree with 200%. I think he got his son in the league to keep him young. I think that's what it is. He basically sacrificed his son because the second LeBron hangs it up, they're gonna cut.
Brian. He's gone.
1,000 times.
Hey man, Brian, come here. Listen,
Brian, you retired too, right? Didn't you retire?
Hey, listen. Oh. You just know you're always going to have room, have a place here with the Lakers, in our hearts or whatever, so you can go to South Bay and you can shoot up with those guys anytime you feel like it. But listen, what we're gonna do as your parting gift, we're gonna put a brand new Lakers backboard. What do you mean? What do you mean? No. Listen, we're gonna put it at the FaZe house because that's where you're gonna be.
Right. And matter of fact, that jersey, just take the jersey with you, man. Don't worry about it.
Take the jersey with you. Give it to us. We'll frame it and we'll send it to you. You don't even have to come back to you.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we already got your locker cleaned out here. So just, your dad's about to get on the jet. You might want to catch him because he's about to leave. So,
I kind of feel bad, man. I kind of feel bad for the kid though, man. Because just to know that nepotism is the reason you're in the league. You know what I mean? Even though there wasn't that much big of a talent pool coming out of there.
No. I think
this year, but
my thing is with him. Why I feel bad is he's a second round pick. Yeah, it's not like he was a first round pick.
No, he wasn't.
He was a second round pick.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's making this big deal about. It was nepotism. Yeah, he's not really NBA ready for sure, but it's not like they wasted anything on him.
Right.
He's a second round pick. He's a second round pick.
Like,
get out of here, man. Everybody up and on because he's Bronny James.
And that's the only reason. But the first round pick is doing, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Then he's hit a game.
Don't Connect is killing the game.
Killing the game right now. You know what I'm saying? So but they spend all the time talking about Bronny. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
How Bronny can't go on road trips because LeBron refuses to sign a permission slip. You know what I mean?
He don't want Bronny to see what it's like on the road. Yeah.
No. I think it's something like that. He's like, no.
Yeah. He's not ready for that.
You're not ready for these hoes yet.
No.
Let's go keep it close to us. I'm not ready to be a granddad yet. I'm still trying to dunk the basketball. But but LeBron's doing his thing, man. 24 points. He's averaging close to 10, almost 10 assists, like 9 assists, 8 rebounds.
8 rebounds, yep.
At 39 years old? He's about to turn 40 next.
He's a better 3-point shooter now than he's ever been. I think he's shooting over 40% from three. I think he's just. I think overall, like, the game is so slowed down for him that it's just he's basically the coach on the court. Yeah, and they run up the way they run their offense now is very modern, for lack of a better term. I think with JJ Redick being such a forward kind of thinker, they do a lot of off-ball screens, a lot more motion. It's not just dribble handoff and one-on-one isolations. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of back picks. It's a lot of, it's a lot of double picks and backdoor type of stuff. And so I think with that, plus just having a fresh face and someone else they can believe in, I think it makes them that better of a team. And shout out to LeBron, man, because I know how I felt at 40 and how I feel now, and it's nowhere how he feels.
I'm telling you, I was just thinking about like when they were talking about when we were growing up, and they was like, the oldest player in the league right now is Kevin Willis.
Right. Right. He was like 39 and 39. Yeah. I mean, 3 knee braces and a big elbow brace.
Back brace.
You know what I mean? Brace everywhere.
Yeah. Braces everywhere.
He could barely stand up.
Seriously, no, he was like Kevin Willis. Honestly, was like in really good shape to like be that, but he wasn't doing what LeBron James is doing.
No,
you know what I'm saying. So this is kind of.
He was a brute.
Yeah, this is kind of different. It's kind of different. The NBA in-season tournament group play begins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got the list of the group play people in the group plays. Let's see. The West Group A, you got Dallas, you got the Clippers, the Kings, the Rockets, and the Portland Trailblazers. Then you had in Group B for the West will be OKC, the Suns, the Lakers, the Jazz, and the Spurs. Group C is the Nuggets, the Mavericks, the Pelicans, the Warriors, and the Grizzlies. Over to the East in Group A, the Knicks, Orlando Magic, Philadelphia 76ers, Brooklyn Nets, and the Charlotte Hornets. Group B will be the Milwaukee Bucks, Indiana Pacers, Miami Heat, the Toronto Raptors, and the Detroit Pistons. And in Group C would be the Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers, who were balling out this year. I think they just lost their first game.
They just lost their first game. They won 15 in a row.
15 in a row, crazy. Chicago Bulls, the Atlanta Hawks, and the Washington Wizards. Real quick, who are you taking in this? Who you think is gonna win the whole thing? Yeah.
I don't know, man. As much as it's hard to say, because as we always say, man, you gotta factor in that human element. Like which teams are gonna take it seriously and actually play and try to win, and which teams are just kind of trying to feel their team out and try to make it through to next year. You know what I mean? So it's like the thing about last year is, I know last year LA was like, we got something to prove, so we want to try to win it. So they went all in trying to win it. They're trying to have a better start than they've normally had. So that was their motivation. I think it's gonna be something similar to that this year with them, but like Golden State is playing really good right now, really good basketball. Of course, we already say Cleveland, but you can't forget about Boston. If it's something that they want to win, I think if they put their mind to it, they're gonna be all right. They're still dominant, man, and they have about 4 guys on there that can stroke it from anywhere, and they played solid team defense, and they're about to get Porzingis back, from what I hear. So it's I think Boston. If Boston wants to win it, I think they'll have a good shot.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I get you. Man, I can tell you who would do it. What I do hope is that people take it more serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I also wish a lot of fans would like just kind of back off a little bit about it. Is this necessary? Absolutely, 100%. This is necessary, because I get a reason why a lot of people don't watch basketball in the beginning of the season is because the basketball is ass. We said last year before this thing kicked off, but it was going to be like a lot of the bubble basketball. Hey man, this is going to be good because there's an incentive behind it. There's a reason to play good basketball, and playing good basketball is good for the fans. It's good for us. You know what I mean? Whatever they do with the banner, it's up to them. It's up to the franchise. The franchise want to hang the banner, let them fucking hang it. Who cares? You know what I mean? If they don't want to
Yep.
hang it, they want to take, give the Stanley Cup treatment and have each player like parade around it, saying for a week. Let them do that. It doesn't matter, but the point of it is that we get good basketball as a fan. It's for the fans. So
100%.
I just wish people would just back up off of that. You know what I mean? It's the beginning of it. In 10 years, it probably will matter a lot more to people because I think more people will be more inclined to watch it, and people it'll find its own value in about 10 years.
I agree, man, and I think the more, like you said, the more teams that buy into it, the better the product's going to be because of it. Because absolutely. the intent is to give the teams an incentive to play hard in the beginning of the season. And it's like you said, and I'm one of the ones that's guilty of before. I wouldn't watch until after the Christmas game, or I would start watching at Christmas
around the Christmas time,
and then it would be like January. I'm going to take it off until All-Star break. Once All-Star break hit, then I'm locked in.
Yeah,
because you knew that most teams were kind of coasting until then, because 82 games is a long season.
It's a long season. You're right.
A lot of teams are resting and load managing and all that crap, and then you're putting a bad product on TV. So it's like, why am I going to waste my night? I work 12 hours a day. I come home to see my favorite player on the bench in street clothes. So it's just
right.
I have better things to do than watch an inferior product. So yes, I think the in-season tournament is a wonderful thing, and it keeps people like me and you engaged in the results. So shout out to Kamish for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just a lot of people. I just want them to be like, oh man, there's no point. I don't like this because this is stupid. It's not what you're used to. All right, change.
Right.
Not all change is bad. All right, so just shut up. You know what I mean? It really don't.
And if the world has taught us anything now, is to be open to different things. Everything doesn't need to be traditional.
Right. Everything might be traditional.
Be open to some things that are changing.
Tradition is only thing tradition is peer pressure from old people. You know what I mean? Or from dead folks. Peer pressure from dead people. You don't need that. 100% what it is. All right. Golden State Warriors, man, are they the best team in the West?
Right now, yeah. And I don't know how. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how. I'll take that back. I've seen them play. I kind of think I do know how, and it's kind of surprising how they are, because they have one superstar. Say what you want, they got one superstar. That's Steph Curry. That's it. And he's not even playing out of his mind. He's not averaging 35, 37. I mean, he's averaging a modest 27, 25, 27, but they run out like a hockey team. They do hockey style changeups. They play probably 90% of their bench every game. Every game they're running different lineups. And all those guys can play. All those guys have a role and they play well. Kuminga coming off the bench is a lightning rod. Draymond Green defensively is having a real good bounce back year if he could just stay on the court and stop getting technical fouls. But yeah, they have a lot of complementary players that know their role and they stick to their role and they don't do anything out of the ordinary. I think as much as I don't want to say it, Kerr is doing a great job with rotations. I think he learned his lesson from the Olympics. So he's doing a great job with getting his team involved and constantly moving, because they're winning with energy. Honestly, they're winning with 3-pointers and a lot of energy. A lot of times you see them running up and down the court, man, and it's just like somebody makes a shot and you're like, who? Oh. Who? You know what I mean? So it's just
you're right about that. Yeah. It's been really dope.
Yeah.
Really dope with them. I like the hockey style changing. I love that analogy because that's exactly what it looks like. They keeping fresh people.
Oh my God, dude!
Almost called it the ice. They keeping fresh people fresh bodies on the ice. But they keeping fresh bodies on the court, and it's really it's really doing its thing. It's doing what it's supposed to. Hey, man, we gotta get out of here. We get up out of here, man. We run another one more time. Honorable mentions. What you got for you?
I want to give a quick honorable mention to the WNBA who is about to do some expanding. The Golden State Valkyries, which is a dope name. Welcome to the WNBA. I think they're doing a draft. You know how they draft people from each team, and then they get a free agent. So they're in the midst of doing that. So shout out to them. There was another one I had and I forgot it, but yeah, for right now that's
one you got. I had a couple of them. Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani.
There you go.
Named the unanimous MVPs this year. I know I spelled Shohei's wrong. There's an extra E in there. Shohei Ohtani.
I think you got it.
Unanimous MVP. John Bones Jones wins again, solidifying himself as perhaps probably one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all times.
Yeah, that kick was.
You know the other shoe's gonna fall pretty soon.
Yep.
Is he gonna get tested? Is he gonna test positive for booger sugar? More than likely.
Absolutely.
More than likely. Okay, but
that's the beauty of it, right? We know
he's the beauty of it. He sniffs
that's
it.
The beauty of it.
He sniffs it. He goes in there, whoops somebody's ass, and he takes about 2 years off, and he repeats the cycle.
Exactly.
He repeats the cycle.
When he did the interview, when they're talking about the heavyweight champ and he wanting to fight him or whatever, he was like, "Man, I don't need to fight him." I was like, he probably just did a line right right before the He was so cool and calm. He was just like, you know what? I don't like that dude. I never did. I was like, yeah, he on one.
All right, then the NFL Hall of Fame candidates have been announced. I had the list up. A couple notable people: Fred Taylor is on there. Terrell Suggs, Steve Smith Sr. I'm sorry. Luke Kuechly's on there. Torrey Holt's on there. The man Eli Manning's on there. Anquan Bolden, Willie Anderson. A lot of these guys, man. I'm looking at this list and I feel very old.
Yeah, because I remember all of them. Every one of them that's on the list. I remember
Eric
all
Allen,
of them.
Jared Allen's on here. Antonio Gates, James Harrison. Oh my goodness, Rodney Harris. Oh my goodness, I don't want to look at this.
Yeah,
are we sure? Hines Ward, Ricky Waters. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to look at this list anymore. I'm getting I'm tired of it. But congratulations to those players who've made that list for the NFL.
It's a semifinals.
The final list will be announced sometime in September, I believe. I think that's what they're saying. Sometime in September. So, no, that can't be September. Sometime, I don't know, sometime soon, huh? No, it can't be.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it is something like that. The finalists, they usually drop the finalist list sometime like the summer.
Before the game, right? And the game is like in August.
Because the Hall of Fame game in August.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's an outstanding list and made me feel very, 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 very old. So, you guys. I hate you guys. I hate everybody listening right now. Hey, you got any shout outs, brother?
Shout out to the OGs, man. It's always them. They're always listening. When you hear this on the podcast, we definitely appreciate you showing up and showing out for us. Shout out to all the people who are going to be traveling next week. Please be safe and be careful. There's going to be a lot of people on the road, a lot of people in the air. So just watch yourself. Be safe. That's shout out to the world. Shout out to the peoples.
Shout out to the peoples. All right. Shout out to all our listeners. Shout out to Horace and White Mike who couldn't be with us this evening. Shout out to all of our day ones. We're coming very close on 200 episodes. I got to go back and recount everything because we've taken some weeks off or whatever. But we're coming very close on 200 episodes, which we're very proud of. Thank all of you for making this possible for us. I want you to continue to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Please share the stuff that we post on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. We're trying to grow. Shout out to ESEN. Shout out to the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, where you will be able to find this show tomorrow on Roku. So on the Roku.
Check us out.
So check us out there. I really don't have anything else. I'm hoping, I'm hoping this outro does its thing because I don't know the place where you normally will plug an outro. Ain't there anymore. So hopefully, thanks for watching.